doing?
Oh, I got a few things to sort out at the Heritage Farm. Oh, it's good to be back in harness.
I wish you could say the same. I'm at a bit of a loose end now you're running things again.
You still got your stables?
Yeah, with rather fewer horses now Sir Thomas has taken his away. Why couldn't Chris keep out of my business?
He will, now that I'm back in charge. Expect me when you see me. I've got a lot on today.
You could always let me give you a hand with some of it.
There's no need, love. I'm fully fit now. If you're looking for something to do, why don't you take Valentine for a ride?
What have we got on today, then?
Well, 3 dogs that need boosters, a cat with a lump, a kitten that needs vaccinating. Oh, and that Mrs. Elliott's Pekingese.
Probably needs its nails cutting.
I don't know, I have patience to put up with her.
Knowing how to handle the owners is as important as knowing how to handle the animals sometimes.
Right, shall I get the first one in then?
Suppose so.
Hey, you all right? Shall I make you a cup of coffee?
Might as well crack on. I don't think coffee will help.
Is there anything I can do?
Not unless you can make a person be in 2 places at the same time. No, this one's up to me. I suppose in the end, I have to decide what's the most important in my life.
I've made you cheese, ham and tomato. That should keep you going.
Have you put mustard on my ham?
Well, of course I have. I know what you like. And I've put some brandy in your flask. That's what you need out there on a day like today.
You're a good woman, Betty.
Well, then try and get back early and help me to rub this paintwork down. If we get that finished, we can get wallpaper on this weekend.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, now don't try and riddle out of it. You're no good down there with them birds once it gets dark.
I've got other things to do.
What sort of things?
Men's things.
Sir Thomas. Hello, Kim Tate here. Just picking up the pieces. Do you think we could meet? Well, today, if possible. I was wondering about this morning. Lunchtime, the golf club. No, of course. If that's what you can manage.
Ah, this is the right house.
Well, if it's me you're looking for,
Yes, it's you I'm looking for. Now we've got the wool pack on its feet, we need to get the staff situation properly organised.
Are you talking about my job behind the bar?
Yeah, that's right. How about I come in and we discuss it over a cup of coffee?
Morning, Seth. I hear you got your old job back.
That's right.
Nice to see you where you belong.
Good to be back. You're running shop again now, are you?
Definitely. Kim looked after it whilst I was ill, Chris whilst I was away, but now I'm in charge.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks. I got a good few things to sort out. What do you reckon to young Dave Glover?
He's from round here, that's a good start.
Yes.
And he comes from a decent family.
Yes.
And he's not frightened of hard work. So, all in all, there's naught wrong with him that a bit of time won't cure.
That good, eh?
As a matter of fact, they don't come any better.
There you go.
Thanks.
Don't mind if I carry on giving Victoria a lunch, do you?
Lunch?
No, well, lunch, tea, 11s. You can't tell the time yet, can you, love? Eh?
I don't know you can stand it.
What, babies? Oh, I love it. You haven't got any family, have you?
No, plenty of time for that. Got enough to do with my job at the minute. How would you like to do an extra couple of nights a week at the wool pack?
Oh, that would be good.
I want to build up a regular team behind the bar. I think people like to see a familiar face when they come into a pub.
Well, we could certainly do with the extra money, especially without David being out of work.
Oh, great. Well, you can start next week then.
Oh, thanks.
We're giving you the extra hours. We're going to have to think about the hourly rate.
What do you mean, think about it?
Well, we've got to keep the costs under control.
You mean you're cutting my wages?
If you want to make a pub pay, you've got to keep the staff costs down. Hey, but don't panic. I'm sure if you show enough cleavage, you'll make it up on your tips.
We'll start with the pigs at Boothroyd and then go on to Manor Farm.
This is the part of the job I like best, getting out and about.
Better in summer than winter.
My dad thinks being a vet's a funny job for a girl.
So do some of the old farmers around here. Just means you have to try that bit harder. Anyway, what's the use of worrying what other people think?
Especially with you not,
With me not what?
you know, getting married.
Some around here think of a ruder way of putting it.
Do you mind?
Well, I had a choice, didn't I? Either I could be someone I wasn't, or go away somewhere else and be anonymous, or Stay here and grow a thick skin. Or pretend to.
So, do you think you'll ever, you know, settle down?
There might have been a chance. She's got her job and I've got mine. I don't see how it can work out.
Does that matter? I mean, if it's the right person, you'd do anything, wouldn't you? I know I would.
10 points again.
Same again.
Alan nearly missed the drop again. Gin and orange, is it?
Oh, yes, please,
Right.
yes.
And another gin and orange, please.
Sir Thomas,
It's the lovely Mrs. Tate.
you were expecting me.
Yes, yes, of course I was. How about a drink? Gin, tea?
I'll have a mineral water, please.
Oh, we can't have that. Oh, you've got to catch up with the rest of us, you know.
This is business.
Business always goes better after a little drink. What's it to be?
Oh, just a small gin, then.
That's better. And a gin, please, Terence. Ah, what is this business, then?
I don't think this is the place to talk. It is rather confidential.
I should be so lucky.
It won't take a minute.
Right, I'll put it there. The first tea awaits. You go for yourself?
No, not really.
You want to take it up. Any tricky situation been talked through during a game of golf?
Yes, well, this is a bit tricky.
Oh, hello.
Hi, love. Hey. Been good, has she?
Good as gold. Got her all day today. Sarah's working late.
What's up?
Oh, Brit's been round from the pub.
You don't seem very pleased.
Well, I'm not. She started off very nicely, didn't she, offering me more work?
And what's up with that?
It was for less pay. She's cutting the hourly rate and it was take it or leave it.
Well, tell her to leave it. Tell her to keep a job.
Well, I can't do that, Nick. Can I not with David out of work?
It's a shame I'm not bringing a bit more home.
Oh, well, you do your best. Still, Brit reckons I could make a bit more for myself if I play my cards right. Short skirts and tight T-shirts, that's what she wants.
I'm not having my wife doing that sort of thing.
Well, we don't have a lot of choice, Ned, do we?
I owe you an apology.
Whatever for?
The way my stepson behaved about the hunt. He had no authority to do what he did.
Yes, that's not the impression he gave me.
Yes, well, I'm afraid Chris is like that. He's not always very tactful.
He made it pretty plain that the hunt wasn't welcome.
He was only holding the fort whilst I was away. Expected to come back and find things just the same. Now, if I was to welcome back the hunt, do you think you could see your way to stabling your horses with me again?
Out of the question, I'm afraid.
You don't have to decide now.
This is a business discussion, Mrs. Tate. I think you said that yourself.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I'm afraid I can't do business with anyone who breaks their word. That isn't how a gentleman behaves.
It wasn't me who broke my word. It was Chris.
You and Frank left him in charge, and you must take the responsibility.
That's just what I'm trying to do.
There are certain ways of doing things, Mrs. Tate. Maybe you'll learn that when your family has lived in the county as long as mine has.
I'm trying to offer a service. That's all.
Why don't you stick to giving riding lessons to little girls in future? I think that's more your line of country.
My stables are well run. You said that yourself.
Oil and water, Mrs. Tate. They don't mix. Your husband's done very well for himself. Good luck to him. I always admire a self-made man, but it takes more than one generation to turn a man into a gentleman.
There you go, Brit special.
What's special about him?
Served by Brit.
See what you mean? Don't worry, I'll double the dose of his bromide.
Oh, no, not as far as I'm concerned.
No, it's not for you, it's for him. The only way he can compete is by wiping out opposition.
Enjoying yourself?
Name of the game, innit? We enjoy ourselves and the punters do too. So keep smiling.
How's the house hunting going?
Not good.
Well, some wonderful cottages in this village, you
Yeah,
know.
but they've all got people in them.
Well, I'm sure something will turn up soon.
Anybody serving?
Usual?
Well, it's kept me going for 50 years. I'm not going to change it now.
Well, it's the next 50 then.
Well, I'm not sure as I'd want that.
Well, why ever not, Seth? You should be in clover now. You've got your job back. You're well set up with Betty in a nice little cottage.
Betty don't want a cottage. She wants a stately home. If I'd have known she were going to carry on like that, I'm not sure I'd have ever moved in.
Bit of a slave driver, is she?
Say that again. She'd be better off living with a painter and decorator than a gamekeeper.
Armstrong. What are you doing here?
Boosting my profits, Betty.
When he could have been at home helping me. I've only just nipped out while skirting board's dry, shandy, please.
New style, is it, eh? With the white spot?
Oh, paint. Now hurry up, get that down you, then you're over there helping me with wallpaper.
Bah, that Brit's a bit of all right, isn't she?
Yeah, well, she's too old for you and too experienced.
Hey, I'd be a toy boy any day.
I thought you were well in with Bernadette.
I was. Only she's done disappearing act, and Brit won't even give us a phone number.
I say you were a one-night stand then, eh? Oh.
Hey, Mum said I might find you.
No?
Can you call round a home farm later on? I'd have a word.
What for?
4:30 suit you?
Anytime.
Good. I'll see you then.
What were all that about?
Search me.
Got it.
Terrific. I knew you were a miracle worker.
It was filed under sorcery. We were looking under witchcraft.
Ah, sorry about that. Filing was never my strong point.
That's what you've got me for.
Yeah. Look, do you think we could incorporate this into the preface before you go? And that way, I'll be on stream to revise it on the weekend.
I haven't got too long.
I'll talk fast. Look, the publishers are on my back.
Oh?
Well, he who pays the piper calls the tune.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Right then. Now, where were we?
If in the light of this we look at Shakespeare's use of myth, what do we see? A sequence of powerful images, much influenced by the worldview of his time.
Right, got it. Now, that's where this comes in. Okay, witchcraft, here we come.
You look good. Been somewhere nice?
Hotton Golf Club. I went to see Sir Thomas Weir.
At the golf club?
His idea. Should never have agreed to it. I suppose he wanted an audience.
What for?
Humiliating me. I went to ask him if he'd put his hunters back with me, and he made me feel like I was something that just crawled out of the woodwork.
He's a snob. I don't know why you ever bother with him in the first place.
Because the stables is all I've got, and he was a good contact.
You're better off without all those toppy-nosed counties, sir.
He never liked them, did he?
I know what they're like. They stick to their own kind, and that's what you should be doing. It's Chris and Rachel that you should be worrying about, not the likes of Sir Thomas Weir.
It was Chris who cocked this up in the first place.
That was the past. Chris is my son, and Rachel is having his child. That's the future of this family. We need to mend a few fences, and I'm going to need your help. How about we invite them round for dinner? One day next week.
Do you think it reads okay?
Oh, it does to me, but I wouldn't know, would I?
Of course you would. You should have more confidence in yourself. Some of the suggestions you've made have been invaluable. I'd like to thank you by including you in the acknowledgements.
Me?
Couldn't have done it without you, now could I?
Well, that's very nice of you.
No more than you deserve. Right, where next?
Look, if we're going to carry on, I think I better ring my childminder.
Oh, is that the time? You shouldn't let me get carried away.
It's not so easy.
I know. Look, you get off now. I'll clear up here.
Okay, thanks.
Least I can do. And give my apologies to your daughter and the childminder.
Oh, they're probably having a great time. It's just me that worries. Oh, thanks. Same time next week?
Can we change the afternoons? I got university stuff in the mornings. Depending on the childminder, of course.
I'll ask her. I'll ring you to confirm, shall I?
It'll be a pleasure.
Okay, see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, yeah.
I don't know how you find your way to this place. All these paths look the same to me.
That's the idea, isn't it? It's supposed to be secret. We don't want outside men poking their noses in, do we?
Or anyone else come to that.
Especially Betty.
Hope this whiskey's going to be worth all this hard work.
No problem. It'll knock the top of your head off from 20 paces. They'll not be able to get enough on it. What a beauty. This is going to make our fortune, this is.
Right, let's get on.
Hang on. We haven't assembled all the supplies yet, have we? What about them cans of water we've got in car?
Right. Aren't you coming with me?
Well, I've got to stop here, haven't I, and check this lot over.
It's all right.
You can't be too careful. We don't want it blowing up on us.
Blowing up? That's a good bit of workmanship, that is.
Now, I don't like the look of this joint for a start. And any road, it's going to take 2 or 3 trips to get that water. You better be off.
Why me?
Because on every job, there's a master and a lad. And I've got to be master round here, because I'm older than thee.
Come in, David. Good of you to call.
Well, I wasn't doing anything else.
Sit down. Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. I'm trying to rationalise the running of Home Farm Estates, and I might have a job for you.
Well, if you're thinking of offering Mick Gamekeeper's job, it's too late. Seth's got it.
I quite agree. No, I've got something else in mind. What would you think to trying your hand as assistant manager at Home Farm?
Me?
Yeah. I've been making a few inquiries, and you seem to have your head screwed on.
What would I have to do?
Anything that I don't have time for. I'd want you to keep a general eye on everything. The nursery, the holiday village, game farm.
What about Nick and Biff?
They carry on as usual. You will be dealing with administration and supervision.
I can't see myself supervising Seth somehow.
Yeah, he's one on his own, is old Seth.
Yeah.
Try practicing the blind eye technique. I always did. Well, what do you say?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I'll say yes.
Great. Let's sort out some of the details.
Butch, Sam.
What?
I'm just trying to work out this dinner at the Woolpack. Are you coming?
I am.
Right, that makes 13 then with Maud and Adam's family. And old Bert don't like anything with eggs in. Yeah. Kids are having fish fingers and Maud's having scampi and chips.
I'm not touching fish.
Oh.
I don't want any rabbit food.
You get scurvy.
He already has. That's what smell is. Gosh, can't you two leave each other alone?
If that's menu for Thursday, I'll have sausage and chips. And beer. Loads of it.
That goes without saying. And I'm having spaghetti.
You what?
Well, it don't take a minute to open a tin, does it? Right, come on. Go down to Woolpack with us.
I'll go.
Oh, no, you won't. You'll come back legless. At least I know how Tina will be back before closing time.
I'll have to. I got no money. Any chance, Dad?
Try wishing well.
Well, I don't think they take tin cans.
Ooh, am I looking forward to this?
Oh, thanks for that, Mr. Tate. And thanks for the job.
It's on a trial basis, remember. We'll see how it goes. And no more messing about with a shotgun.
I can explain that.
No need. We were all young once.
Right, Monday then.
Fine.
Right, thanks again. Bye, Mr. Tate.
What was all that about?
Oh, I've offered him a job. Assistant farm manager.
Without consulting me?
He's a fine lad. I reckon he's going to work out well.
Yes, I'm sure he will, but that's not what I mind. I could have done that job. I was running this estate fine till we went away. Now I feel completely cut off.
I don't want you to do it.
Oh, you made that pretty obvious.
I want you to be my wife, not some sort of junior executive.
I can do both. Being a wife's not a full-time job.
It could be.
Drink coffee and go shopping. Is that what you want me to do?
You could try supporting me instead of getting at me.
And what about you supporting me? I feel as if you don't need me anymore.
That's not true.
You're more interested in Chris than you are in me. I feel used. When you were ill, I worked my guts out. And now you're better, I'm nowhere. Thanks.
You ought to get Paul a double if you're hoping to get somewhere.
He doesn't need any help at his age.
Which is more than can be said for you.
Where's your up out to eat?
Oh, Dave. Well, I went to see Frank Tate a couple of hours ago. I haven't seen him since.
Hope he's not wanting his old job back.
Oh, don't worry, he won't. Besides, he knows nobody can do it as good as you.
Here we are.
Cheers.
Cheers. Nice to be without the kids for a change, isn't it?
I know what you mean.
It's not everybody who understands how it is with children, especially when you're a single parent.
Good job we met each other then, eh? I can borrow my mum's car on Thursday. Why don't we take the kids for a day out?
Be working.
Want the day off? They must let you out sometimes. Could go to the seaside.
Yeah. Alice loves the seaside.
There you go then. The seaside, here we come. And don't forget your bucket and spade.
Well, it's going awfully well, isn't it? Aye. There's certain ingredients to getting a pub right. Right ale, Right atmosphere, right staff.
Oh, which is my department, and I've got it sorted. Because as of next week, Jan and Rachel are going to be coming in regularly.
Now, Rachel, aye, but Jan's no girl.
Well, there's nothing wrong with Jan that an uplift brow won't sort out. Some men like the motherly type.
This is the country. We don't go in for that sort of thing round here.
Oh, don't you believe it? Human nature's the same wherever you are.
I've been running this pub for years without any mention of uplift bras.
And it was going down the nick, and as it is, look at it. Just stick around and watch business boom.
You all right, son?
Yep.
Victoria all right?
Yeah, she's fine. I was talking to Jan when I picked her up. She's been offered more work at the Woolpack.
Well, she'd be glad of the money.
It sounds like slave labour from what she was saying. Brit's cutting her wages.
Oh, that's how they make money in a pub.
I've been run off my feet at work.
I hope that professor's not taking advantage of you.
I love it, Jack. Anyone would think it was me writing the book the way he talks to me about it.
Quite right, too. You've always been one for books.
I'm changing my hours next week, if that's all right. Andrew wants me to work afternoons instead of mornings.
How many?
Well, 3, just the same. It's all right with Jan.
Well, if it's all right with Jan, it's all right with me. Just so long as I get my tea on the table in time.
Don't you always?
I had to wash my hair 3 times before I could get that paint out. It's terrible stuff.
Aye, it is.
Still, the cottage is going to look lovely when it's finished. Where did you disappear to this afternoon?
Me disappear? Never.
1 minute you was there, the next minute you were gone. Just when I wanted you to help me with wallpaper and all.
I've got my job to do. Birds to care for.
How come Frank Tate rang up and asked where you were then?
Everything all right?
My pot's empty.
I'm afraid a free meal is all I can offer at present, and the Dingles, unfortunately, are the recipients of that.
That'll be a right monkey's tea party.
Get a pig trough, why don't you? I would, just tip swilling.
I won't lower myself to their standards. I shall raise them to mine. They're having a 3-course dinner, just as I planned. Let's see how they like that.
There goes a man who's not happy.
Seemed all right to me.
Not if you know him, ain't.
Hey, guess what? Got a job.
What job?
Assistant manager at home farm.
Oh, that's a relief.
There were never any danger.
That means you're my boss.
Ask him if he can have the day off. We want to go to the seaside on Thursday.
You putting me on spot already? No, I don't start till next week, so you better ask Frank Tate on that one.
Wow. Look who's here.
Oi. Hands off. Mister, my mum sent me down with a message about the dinner. Here's a list of what we want and what we don't want. Our butch won't touch anything green.
There's no need for this, my dear. Everything's all taken care of. A gourmet meal for 5.
And the rest?
Which rest?
Well, there's Auntie Maud and her lot, Cousin Adam's mob. They're on the list.
Auntie Maud isn't invited.
Dinner for all the family, that's what you said. Here, you lot, what does it say? Here.
Slap up meal for all family. Looks like she's got you there.
Fair's fair, Mr. Turner.
Yes, yes, of course. Well, do tell your mother I'm looking forward to welcoming you all. All 13 of you.